What's up guys, welcome back to Azu's Knowledge Totem. Today I'm going to go over the followers. So let's head up to the table. And with any luck I still have some missions ready to pop, so I do actually. Let's go to the followers. As you can see, I have 25 out of 25 followers. Most of them are already around 650 item level, and I have a couple of inactive. So followers can be obtained throughout the world, Draenor of course, and they can either come from quests or they are involved in some random small bonus objective thingy, or well, you can just pick them up somewhere along the road. Do note that some followers will only become available if you have certain buildings inside your garrison. So you might want to check up on the background of certain followers if you really want to recruit only a specific race or something. Me myself, I'm really a fan of Draenei, Night Elves and stuff, so as you can see I have Night Elves, Draenei, more Draenei, more Draenei, more Draenei, more Draenei. And I have a couple of inactive as well. Why did I put them on inactive? Simply because one, they are still on normal quality, green, and obviously blue and epic are better. And because most of these have certain abilities at a low level, and if I find one on a high level, then I'd rather take the high level. That saves me the trouble of leveling. So as you can see, Dalira Moonfang, she was actually level 90, but I leveled her up all the way because of this ability, which was quite uncommon on my table yet. Be sure that when you are looking at this top section here, that you want to have coverage of as many as possible. You want to have a certain equity among the numbers. I know that my group damage at this point is like really high, but I could indeed take out some that have group damage and try to equalize and scale up to other abilities. But the thing is, if I do that, it might not work out that way, because some are still blue. As you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 1 green. So I got 14 followers that are still not epic. What does that mean? Well, simple. When we mouse over, let's say, a green quality follower, you will see that he has one ability at the moment, in this case is she, and when she becomes epic she will get another ability. So up front she has one ability and one trait. Now we go to a rare quality follower. As you can see, there's one ability but 2 traits. So that's already better. Now we go over to an epic quality follower, which has 2 abilities and 3 traits. So of course I could ditch the ones with group damage because it has a lot, but I don't know yet what will come out of all of these blue ones and this green one. So I'll have to wait until they are all epic quality and then look at the numbers, and if I want, then I can still swap out followers for others. So keep in mind that you want a balanced amount of countering here. Also, time to battle is important. Now these are abilities that can counter certain missions. For example, there's this mission. We're gonna click on it, and it's about wild aggression. Okay, so you need to find a follower somewhere along your ranks that can counter it. At this point they are all gone on missions and I cannot counter it for 100%. So this one has an ability that with mission duration shorter than 7 hours, she has an increased success chance. So let's see, what, 76%. But what do I gain from it? In this case, nothing. She's already epic, she's already 100, so I'll just send her on a mission, lose 10 resources, and she gains nothing from it, because she ain't gonna level higher. So there's nothing to be gained from this mission in the first place. But this is what you should counter with, for example, this follower, or this one, or this one. They have the threat counter. So look at the threat counters and see how you can counter it. It's very important. Now we have a different one here. Let's click it. Powerful spell. Alright, let's see who can counter powerful spell. Well, we have already a bunch lined up here that can counter it, but they are already on missions, so there's nothing I can do about it. Plus, I can send these two, but they're both 100 and epic, so I gain nothing from it. This one might be able to go on it, but I can't be bothered, he's working. So let's take a look at the traits. Traits are very important. So there are various traits and they all give specific benefits. Let's go over Rukan for the example. Rukan has the blacksmith profession, which means you can reduce your durability damage and increase work order output when assigned to the forge, and increases success chance on blacksmithing missions. As you can see, she is about blacksmithing. That's one of her traits. Now here's the burst of power, which is also a nice trait. As you can see, it's here also. I have two of them, which means that if missions are shorter than 7 hours, she has a success chance increasement. And here is Ogre Slayer, which means that if there's a mission involved in fighting ogres, she has an increased success chance because she's an Ogre Slayer. Now these things can be altered, by the way. I'll show you quickly. In your garrison there is a vendor, which is here, Sergeant Crowler, and he sells a lot of stuff. He sells rush orders for multiple buildings, and he sells follower ability retraining manuals and follower trait retraining guides. So if you buy these, you can alter your followers' abilities and traits. Do take note, as you noticed, it costs 1,000 resources, and you don't get to pick what they get. It's completely random. So if I were to give a retraining trait guide to Rukan, it's not like I have the opportunity to pick out what comes out of it. It'll be completely randomized again. So keep that in mind. You might have to spend a couple thousand on those retraining guides in order to get the traits that you want. So that's why I'm always upfront a bit picky about the followers that I take. So if, for example, later on it turns out that I get all of these abilities on, like, say 6, but this one is on 12, then I can head over to that Sergeant Crowler, buy a retraining ability thingy, and I can scale down some of the group damage in order to smoothen it out along the other abilities. So that's really good. So let's have a look again at Epic Mount in this case, which is also a trait that some have, I believe. No, not she. Kimsey Pinch Whistle. Let's see, where is she? I've already, yeah, here she is. Kimsey Pinch Whistle. She has Epic Mount, which is really good because the mission times will be reduced by 50%. She also has engineering, so sells engineering gadgets and boosts work orders when assigned to the engineering works and increases success chance on engineering missions. And she's a grease monkey. Whenever you send her on oil recovering missions, she will double the amount of oil income. So that's really good. Now let's head over to high stamina. Increases success chance on missions with durations longer than 7 hours. So here we have the one that burst of power. which increases success chance shorter than 7 hours, and this one gives success chance increasement with missions higher, longer than 7 hours. And now we have this here, this little treasure box with which has a 9 on it, which means that followers have a total amount of 9 when it comes to stuff like improved treasure huntry, grease monkeys, scavengers, fast learning, everything that involves getting an extra amount of something. So in this case, extra training, we have one that gives a 35% extra experience. We have a follower that gives 50% more experience when with him or her. Let's see who it is. We can't see it. I don't know who it is at this point, but... And then we have Scavenger, which means I have 3 followers with Scavenger. Well, as you can see, increases the garrison resources gained from a mission by 100%. See, I have a mission here which has the ability to regain garrison resources, and I do not have anyone idle with Scavenger, so I cannot show it. But here we go, these 3 have Scavenger. If I were to send these on this mission, and of course provided I am able to counter this for a 100% chance, then I get, instead of 38, I get 76, which is really nice. Let's have a look. What else do we have? Treasure Hunter. So 2 of my followers, Vindicator, Haloon and Croman, have Treasure Hunter, which means that if you send them on a gold mission, they will get 100% more gold for you. And like I said about Grease Monkey, followers that are sent on oil recovery missions will double the amount of oil for you. Now we have something else here, which is a little downward arrow, and it says 23. But this is like a little side ability, actually. Here we have the main abilities, the real counterfeits that need to be addressed up until the epic mount. So here, from time battle to wild aggression. And here we have, in this case, 23 sort of side abilities. They are traits, don't get me wrong. Look, Cave Dweller is a trait, you can find it here. Where is it? Cave Dweller, here we go. So, what does it do? What do these things do? Well, whenever you send your follower on a mission, it is going to fight something, obviously. So if it fights, for example, ogres, then I have in this case Rolcon and Millhouse Mana Storm with Ogre Slayer traits. That means they have an increased success chance on slaying ogres. For example, Primal Slayers, there are also missions which involve slaying primals. I have 3 followers that are Primal Slayers by trade, so it'll increase their chance to slay him. Now you might want to take note that these are pretty good actually to have as traits. Of course they're not as good as having Grease Monkey or Treasure Hunter or Scavenger and stuff like that. But they are very good sometimes to get you that little extra percentage of success chance when your other followers are already on missions or something. So this part revolves around followers having traits regarding professions. So in this case 8, and also bodyguard, I just noticed. So we have one that is a blacksmith, one that is an engineer, one is a leather worker, and we have one that is a skinner, and 4 bodyguards. And this is duplicate counters, which means that there are 2 of my followers with the exact same abilities. Now that we've had the abilities and traits, you can see some of them have really nice traits. This one has an increasement on the Paxis crystals. This one has an overall fighting chance increasement on pretty much every creature type. This one gets more success when on a mission with a dwarf and on a mission with a human. So as you can see, they all have a wide variety of traits and abilities. Now I cannot go into depth about where to get all the followers. You might just have to wowhead for that. But I'll show you what you need to do to get them geared up. When you build up your garrison, you must not forget to build this building, which is a dwarven bunker. A dwarven bunker provides work orders that come out here and give you things like this. In this case these are really high, they won't always be this one, but you will get item level upgrades for your followers. Also, you want to build a salvage yard. The salvage yard is a specific building that gets unlocked when you play the southern part of the Spires of Iraq at Pinch Whistle Point, which also gives you, when you've done these parts, you get the design for building your salvage yard, plus you get Kinsey Pinch Whistle the follower, which is this one. So you really don't want to miss out on that. Why do you want to build this building in front of me? The salvage yard. Because every time your followers come back from a mission, they take these with them. Little satchels or crates of stuff. Mostly it's vendor trash, but every now and then, let's see if it works. There we go. See? You get a balanced weapon enhancement. And they can vary for all the swords. They can be weapon enhancement of +3, +6, +9, item level 15 upgrade or whatever. All of those that are out there have the chance to spawn from the big crates. So now we got a level 3 one. It's just one, but sometimes you get even more from it, and it'll completely boost the speed at which you upgrade your followers. You right click the weapon enhancement. As you can see, he has 645 item level. Yes, I'm sure. And now he has 648.
You are welcome here. Dionysaka.
This vendor here allows you to buy Drenic armor sets and Drenic weaponry. Be wary though, you need at least 10 level 650 item level, I mean followers. Otherwise you cannot buy these. You need an achievement for it. Item level army or something it is called.
Always glad to
Your
help.
followers must be level 100, otherwise you cannot upgrade their item levels. Now if you want to know how to upgrade them from green quality to rare quality or even epic quality, here's the thing. When you find the follower in the outside world, it has a chance of getting upgraded to rare or even epic quality. It has a chance of it. By default they are green mostly, some are blue or even epic, but it has a chance, a green one has a chance to upgrade. If they do not upgrade, then you have to level that follower up till 100, and then when it's 100 you will see, look, it has an experience bar. If you keep sending a green follower on missions, it will level up, and after this bar has filled up, it will become rare, it will become blue. And as you can see, this one is almost epic. This one is halfway, and this one no longer has an experience bar because epic is the last train station. So now that we've covered that, what do we have in front of us here? This is the barracks, upgraded all the way to level 3. Why? If you upgrade your barracks to level 3, you are allowed to have 25 followers instead of 20. I love followers, I love getting stuff from the missions, so I always take a barracks level 3. When you have upgraded all your followers and you are content and happy with the way they are, I mean your abilities then and the traits, then you don't necessarily longer need the dwarven bunker unless you want the seal.
See you soon.
See?
Well,
And
safe
well,
travels.
there is no and
Hello.
because the scrap meltdown no longer will be necessary.
Keep your feet on the ground.
So unless you want to have a free seal every week, you can ditch this building and put a mage tower up, for example. Why a mage tower? I'll tell you why. The mage tower has the ability to also create work orders, and the work orders gives you free Apexis crystals, plus there is a chance that items spawn, I can't remember the name, but the items that can be within the work orders have the ability to instantly finish whatever mission your follower is on at that point. So if you have this legendary, mythic item mission that you're waiting on, and it has like a 24-hour time before it's done, you can use one of those items that comes from your mage tower, and you can instantly have the mission done, completed, which is a really good way. And that is one of the reasons why I don't pick too much followers with epic mount. It is nice, but if you have this building called a Lunarfall Inn, you can recruit specific followers with specific traits or abilities. I mostly take them with scavenger or something like that. Epic mount is nice, but if you get the mage tower, you will no longer need it. So I guess at this point I've pretty much covered most of the things that revolve around followers. We've been through how you can upgrade them, we've been through the quality of the followers, and yeah, like I said, where to get all of the followers or certain followers is going to take hours on end to explain, so I won't go into depth about that. You can just find them, just Google the name of the follower. If you want a certain follower, a certain race, just click on follower. You have your table, click on followers, go all the way down. Here are also the ones listed that you don't have yet. Now, for example, Corona Hellforsen is part of the legendary ring quest line. She will become your follower at some point. So I'm still not that far, but eventually she will become a part of your follower army. Now there are more that I don't have yet, but I will get them in time. If there are certain followers among them which you really like, for example, if you are like me, a Draenei lover, then you might be like, okay, where can I find this one? Or where can I find Mial, Rangeri, Chell? Well, you can just Google them, Google their names, and you'll know where to get them. The thing is, like I said, some will only be able to become your follower depending the sort of buildings you have constructed. For example, Mial, she can only be a part of your army if you have, instead of a mage tower, the other type of building that's supposed to be there. Can't remember the name, but you can construct a mage tower, or I thought some sort of an army building thingy. So I took the mage tower, which then resulted in me getting Magister Serena. So you have to pick between Magister Serena and Mial, and you do that in Talador. Alright, well that's it for now. If you have any more questions or suggestions, they're always welcome, and I'm going to try to work on my longevity. I want to thank you for watching. If you have, yeah, like I said, any questions or suggestions, just post them. Share it with your friends, subscribe and like, please, to support me. I'm going to put out a lot more videos to make sure you guys get the best quality of informing that there is. Thank you for now. See you later. Bye bye.